Good morning. This is Felicia Bowser at the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi. Today is August 23rd, and this is your weekly weather briefing. So the bottom line up front, we're going to see hot conditions expected through most of the week, with temperatures cooling down just slightly to near seasonal average by the end of the week. And that's because we're going to be seeing some chances for rainfall, and that's going to help to cool us down just a little bit. In addition, there are a few tropical disturbances that have developed in the Atlantic Ocean, and we'll take a look at that. Heat is the name of the game for today and again for Tuesday. So we're going to be expecting significant risk, elevated risk, and limited risk of heat stress conditions. The hottest conditions is expected to be across the Delta and mainly locations west of I-55, where we can see heat indices peaking out to around 110 to 115 degrees. Elsewhere, we'll see heat conditions peak to around 105 to possibly 110 degrees. This is the time where people need to remain vigilant, as especially if you're working outdoors. Make sure you take plenty of breaks in the shade, drink plenty of fluids such as water, and wear light colored clothing versus darker colored clothing. That will help to keep you cooler a little bit better. So these heat stress conditions are expected today and again on Tuesday. On Wednesday, it's not going to be quite as hot, but it's still going to be plenty warm, as we're going to be seeing elevated and limited risk for heat stress. The heat indices will peak to around 105 to 110 across the majority of the area. And for areas east of I-55, we're expecting heat indices near 105 degrees. So again, plenty hot, and make sure you take the necessary precautions, especially if you're going to be working outdoors. Early on this week, reason being for the very hot conditions is because there's a high pressure system that's in play that's keeping us plenty warm and shifting the rain chances to mainly the coastal areas near the Gulf of Mexico. And if there's going to be any rain chances, it's going to be isolated to possibly scattered at best across the coastal areas. However, as we head into late week, that high pressure is going to start to shift eastward, making way for a weak front that could possibly near the area. This will help to induce chances for some isolated scattered rain showers and thunderstorms late week and possibly into the weekend. So the total 7-day rainfall, the highest amounts look to be along the coastal areas, where we could see rainfall amounts of around 1 inch to 1.25 inches. Elsewhere, we're looking at rainfall amounts less than 1 inch. So any rainfall that we do see, especially once that high pressure system shifts east of our area, it will be isolated to scattered at best. And no severe weather is expected at this time. Tropical outlook for the next 5 days. You've probably been aware in the news that Henry made landfall across New England and resulted in very windy conditions and a lot of rainfall that fell there. However, the other disturbances that we're looking at in the Atlantic Ocean that developed, we have one that's well out there across the Atlantic that's going to be expected to propagate towards Bermuda later this week, so not really impacting the Ark-Lemus area. However, there is another disturbance that's projected to move westward and possibly near the far southern Gulf of Mexico. And at this time, the computer models are showing this disturbance to mainly impact Mexico, where it's expected to make landfall, but we will be keeping an eye on it since it will be drawing near the southern portion of the Gulf of Mexico. So in summary, hot conditions are expected through most of the week, with temperatures returning to seasonal average by the end of the week. Chances of rainfall will also return to the area as that high pressure system shifts eastward, providing for isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorm potential. And we're going to continue to keep an eye out on those tropical disturbances that developed in the Atlantic Ocean, especially the one that's going to be nearing far southern Gulf of Mexico. Thank you for tuning in to today's weekly weather briefing. Be sure to tune in next week, and we hope you all stay cool out there. Thanks. Bye-bye.